guys, I don't know if you can see this very well. I've just got down to Salthouse. It's about 4:45 in the morning. I've just literally set up, first cast. The rod's taking a few knots. I just got a 3-up flapper on there, 8-inch snoods. We've got a little dab. I'll get this hook out. Salted log and squid on all 3 snoods. I've just got 3 up. I've got that salted log and squid on the top 2, and a nice big bit of squidding on the bottom one, just above the lead. But I'm not sure if you can see it or not. We'll get it back, and when it gets a bit light, I'll give you a proper intro and a proper run through of the rigs I'm using, the rods, line, and all the rest of it. But it's pitch black at the minute. I'll see you again in a little bit. Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nigel from the Norfolk channel. Today is Sunday the 13th of April. Just got 5:30. I'm down at Salthouse. I've had 2 dabs. One was a bit dark and I've just had 2 slamming by on this 3 hook flapper rig, which is just 3 up. One just above the lead, the other one's just about they're about 18 inches apart, and sort of like 8-inch snoods. But it'll be high tide in a couple of hours, so I ain't gone too far. And literally, the big rod, I've cast it about 10-15 yards just into this gully here, because there's a big dip, and at high tide I want to be, just to show you now, it's a big steep banking. It just starts here. Lines there. I've just got it cast into this sort of sandy, hard sandy shingle bed. We've got a 14-foot Lineaeffe blue ocean rod. I've got 6-ounce lead on there. I've got a 2-foot up and over, fixed up and over thing. I've gone back to fixed up and overs. I just find them so much better for rays and bits and pieces like that. I don't mind a pulley if it's snaggy and that, but definitely fixed, not a sliding one. I've got rid of all the sliding rigs and dropper rigs and all the rest of it. They're too tangly, and as well, if you imagine you've got 2, 3, 4 foot of hook link and you've got a crimp up here and your hook link slides up and slides down, if that tide turns, your bait's going to be swinging around. And if the fish goes uptide, your lead's here, it's just going to be pulling the hook link up, and you're not going to see anything or feel anything until it reaches the very top, or vice versa. So just having it fixed just above the lead. I like a 2-foot, so once it goes up and down, once it's dropped off the clip, it's about a 4-foot hook link, just under. I've got 70-pound Hercules shock leader on there. Oh, sorry, 60 pound. 70-pound ASSO Got £20 Shakespeare salt mono, and it's £40 ASIO hook link, a 3/0 circle hook, and just a size 1 bait holder style, or 1/0, sorry, on a panel. And I've got a great big bit of herring. Yeah, it's just literally cast out. There's a load of birds, just so you can see them swooping and diving over there. Let's get the mackerel feathers out. And this rod, as I say, I've got my Lineaeffe longcast rod. Again, I've got Shakespeare salt. Surf on there, 7,000. £60 chock leader, £70 rig body, the same. £40 Hercules 9-strand braid. All them birds. What's that rod? I had a couple of slamming bites on there. I think it must have been doggies, but missed them. Yeah, 3 snoods. There's a bite there, a little bite. Of £25 Floramax. And they've all got size 4 bait holder hooks on there. Mustad. Top 2, salted lug and squid. Bottom 1, great big piece of squid, or squid ring, not too big, but just folded over 3 or 4 times in size 4, which is big enough for the dogfish. That's why I was catching them off Galston Pier. But the breeze is quite mild, and it's supposed to be about 17 today. It's not supposed to rain again till about 2-3 o'clock this afternoon. It did say moderate breeze, but at the minute it's quite mild, it's quite gentle. I'll probably pick up in an hour or so once the sun come up. But it is a southwesterly breeze. But I have got my other, the new rod, which I might set up in a little bit, because what I'm thinking is, might as well have 3. I was just trying to see what the state of the tide was, whether it's going to be, how hard it's going to be flowing, but since I've got here, it's been very gentle. 5-6 ounces holding. And I also want to see what the state of the weed was like, and if there's any may rot or floating weed coming through. But the first 2 or 3 casts, nothing. So no weed, not a horrendous tide, so things could be promising. But I've got the ratchet set nice and loose on that one, just enough ticking over. But I'm looking for a drop back on there, or knock down and then a drop back. It's supposed to be a bit cloudy today, not like yesterday where it's like 20 degrees. Really could be ideal. I don't want to talk it up, but the ideal conditions for the old Raymonds. Yesterday was really bright, sunny, 20 degrees. It's supposed to be quite cloudy today. I forgot how much of a walk it is to the beach here. Trek up from the car park up this great big shingle bank, and how far it is. I walked here in the pitch black with just my floodlight, and I thought it was a long way to the beach. And when it's dark, you've got no bearing because of the big hump. I couldn't see the sea. I just looked over the thing and thought, I thought I was walking in this straight line, but I'm miles away from the car. Little rabbit or a hare. Well, the car's over there. I thought I was walking it up. I'll probably come about 40 yards down to the right. I thought it was a long walk. I might have just come straight all over this bit. There you go, innit? So easy when it's pitch black. No lights, no bearings. I was walking at 45 degrees. that beach was a long way away, a lot further than it normally is. I've got a long walk back now. There's loads of razor clams and cuttlefish shells on the beach. I haven't seen any of that dogfish egg sacs at all. I'm surprised how slow it is. No whiting or anything at the minute. I had two really big bites earlier on this one where the rod just bounced on the rod there. So I think they must have been a doggy, but well, still early days. But it's just nice to be out. I've got today off. Got 3 more days to get through and then I'm off for 2 weeks at Easter. So I won't be giving it too long today, probably maximum till 11:30 because back in tomorrow I'm starting at 6 in the morning. But yeah, it's just push out the last 3 days and then 2 weeks off from Thursday onwards. So I'll have plenty of chance to do some fishing. So I think my next trip will probably be I wanted to go today when I was looking at it, but I put it out as a post on YouTube where to come, and 75–80% said come here. But the next day when I looked at the tide times and the weather, Trimming was a lot more favourable. High tide was about another half an hour later. It's just the wind and the rain. Less rain. And it's very slight wind there. And slightly bigger tide. But you guys said to come here, so I'll come here. So if I do pants, it's your fault. I'll blame it all on you guys, whoever voted. But if I do well, thanks very much. Yeah, I got home from work yesterday. Ordered my new PC, or the tower. Brand new top of the range, GeForce graphics card in there. Really nice computer. It's got 1 terabyte solid state drive with a 2 terabyte hard drive. 6 gig of RAM, memory and all the rest of it. I put a note on the door. If I'm not in, deliver it downstairs and number 7. They'll sign for it. Put a note on the thing when I ordered it. I get home from work yesterday, where is it? Sat on the doorstep. Not even in a plain brown box. Picture of the PC. Thought, yeah, anyone could just walk past. Don't know how long it's been there, probably all day. Pick up £500 and off they go. So I'll be complaining to where I bought it from. Whoever delivered it, it's probably not their fault, but the delivery driver dumped it on the doorstep and walked off. Box with a picture of the PC on it, saying high performance gaming PC, blah blah blah. Film off from Galston Pier from when I was there last week and had a fantastic game. Yeah, it's 10 times quicker than the old one. But I managed to get the old one working, thank God, in safe mode. And networking, so everything's on there. It's just some kind of driver issue or some memory issue. But what I'll do is transfer all the old video files on there. Not bothered about the films that I've got. I've done. Probably delete all them, but all the individual sort of GoPro films or captions and off my phone. I want to keep all them. Because you can still re-edit them into films at a later date and stuff. There's just too much on there to lose. Recast that out, put salted lug and squid on the top two snoods and squid on the bottom. Taking the tip tape off, and automatically it's a lot better, a lot more bend in the tip, a lot more responsive. I'll quickly show you the big red. So I've got a clip on there, up and over clip, or your standard rig clip, £120, £70 Asia's body. It's got one bead above, two fluoro beads below, just crimped just above the leg. That's only about 2 foot and £40 hook link. A 3/0 and a 1/0. I've got a great big bit of herring and squid, and I've just put some 2 or 3 salted lugworm on the bottom. So basically all I do there up over the back, I haven't got an imp or anything. I'm just going to use the I'm just using the clip on the lead. Clipping it like that. I have got one of the sort of like Ronnie sleeves there with a quick change link, so I can take that off, change the whole hook link if I want, single hook, whatever, have another bait made up, ready to go. I'm going to get this one cast out a bit further and uptide it to the left a lot more. Let the tide bring that round. I'll just set the drag nicely. That's holding nicely though with 6 ounces. I was in Aldi the other day, they had some of these on to clear. I thought I'll pick one up for £12.99. One of their wax sort of shell proof jackets. Really thick, nice and warm. It was raining when I got here this morning, it's nice and dry. Got like elasticated cuffs, plenty of pockets on the inside. 2 nice zip pockets here, breast pocket, some pull tags, nice hood, £12.99, bargain. It's quite light as well. I bought some aluminous tip tape, but when I get home I'm gonna take it off because it's not brilliant. It was alright when I checked it last night in the bedroom, but out here this morning didn't make a great deal of difference. I shone it under the spotlight for 5 minutes, but nah. And I just think it's just, because I ordered like 1mm tape, I thought it'd be a lot thinner than it was, but I think that might have just been 1mm in thickness, not thickness as in depth, but across. But it's just affecting the tip too much. It's too stiff for my liking. Right, I'm going to get another rig baited. So this one's 3 up, and then I've got another one, 2 up, 1 down. I'm going to try that with a bit of mackerel and squid. See if there's any preferences. Alright guys, just chucked it out again. I thought I'd change the bait, put salted lug and squid back on the top snood because that's what I was getting the bites on. what I see. Yeah, a nice pouting. Nice chunky fat pouting. I put mackerel on the middle one and just a nice bit of squid ring on the bottom. Right, get this slippery fella back. Well, it's been about 10 minutes. Just had another little dab on the middle snood. Again, salted lugworm and squid. But with it being such a quite a strong tide, I'm uptiding it to the left a fair bit, putting a big slack belly of line in it and just letting it settle. And after sort of like 5 minutes, a couple of minutes, slowly winding down into it. And then as well, I put 2 bits of salted lugworm and a little bit of squid on the back of the shank of the hook, and I just bounded it with a tiny bit of 6 turns of sort of like bait elastic just to hold it on because it's getting ragged off. But a little dab, so we'll get them straight back. The birds are working close in now. I was just putting that dab back and I was just down by the shore. I saw this bit of stone, but it was turned over. See all these hundreds of little eggs, thousands of little eggs. I'm not sure what they are, if somebody can tell me. Dogfish eggs, so they look like tiny oval pods, but we'll get it back in the sea. Yeah, it's been out 2 minutes. Again, another little dab. Nice little plump one, this one. Again, middle snood. Casting it a good 30 yards to the left, uptide in it. Putting a big belly of slack in it. Keeping the rod high. Just slowly putting in the rest. Leaving it for about 2 minutes. Letting it come round and settle. Then just slowly winding down, pulling in the excess, and it seems to be working. That and just binding on the salted lug and squid with about 6 or 8 turns of bait elastic seems to be doing the business. Right, I'll get this back. Put some more salted lug on these, and that one, the top one's alright. But what I've done with these as well, I've got these quick change swivels on here, which I put on, put a loop in the line, so it spins 360 on the swivel. Seems to be working. And if I want to change the hook link, it's just a case of undoing the clip, putting a new one on, changing the hook size so they're not fixed. Threading it on like that, getting the squid, putting it on the back of the hook. Basically that's it. I've got a nice big bit of squid on the bottom, just in case there's a smooth hound or dogfish. get this cast out again. Pretty much just going over the other line, but it's a lot further out and it's swinging round. Perfect, that's all I want. So it's come to rest. I've taken up the excess slack. I can see any knock on there. That's 9:15. Another dab, top snood this time. Solid lugging squid again. Probably the best one of the day, nice and fat this one. But it's not that big, I'll quickly measure it. It ain't that big. Weight is 23. Yeah. Maybe if I just put that on the line. Yeah. Just over 23. We're getting back. Okay guys, it's 9:45. It's gone slow for the last half an hour, 45 minutes. I don't know what's going on with the tide, but it's well on the ebb. I mean, you can see it's well on the ebb. They say you've got high tide at 20 to 8 this morning, so but the tide is still going left to right, and it has been all morning. It's never stopped. So whether it's just a case of wind over tide, I don't know. So I've stepped up to 7 ounces on the big one. I put crab, Peter crab and squid on it, and I give it to the big one. I did cast that over there, but I'll switch the rods around because that's come round to the right. And I'll just put the other rod now back to the left. So I'll give that one as far as I can get it. I thought there's nothing in close, been in close all mornings, and I am with the 3-up flapper, getting all the bites further out today. Seem to want to be in the deep water or further out. I just got to be careful with this rod here because I thought it was that sort of slack water, or was earlier on, but it's still going left to right. I cast it directly out, and further out about 80 yards there's a sort of snag, but feels like a net or a line or something, because you're pulling it and you can get that sort of spongy drag feeling, and then it sinks back down. But fortunately I've got the rig back every time, I've not lost anything. But I had, both times I had a cracking bite on it. The rod tip slammed down a couple of times, pick up, and it just locked solid in the snag. I reckon I'm probably going to give it another till about 10:30, 11:15 today, because I did get up at 1:30. So the time I came down here, I did sit in the car for 20 minutes this morning, half an hour, because it was absolutely lashing down with rain. It was about 4:15 when I started fishing. Just took the time in the dark, make sure I got everything right, all the line for the rings and everything lined up, and not make any stupid mistakes. I know I have my floodlight and torch lights and that, but just check and double check and triple check. You haven't sort of twisted your line around the tip or missed a couple of eyes or whatever. I know it says like 17 degrees today. What do you think? You come down at 1:30 in the morning. That's sort of like 6, 7 o'clock time. First hour of daylight, first 2 hours of daylight before there's any heat in the sun. That's when it really dips down. Okay guys, 10 o'clock. That's enough for me. Just the tiniest little dab. Getting back. But the wind's getting really gnarly now. It's getting really strong. I don't want to risk things I couldn't weigh the bag back. I've been here, what, 6 hours, so fishing's not brilliant. Whiting and dabs, no dogfish, no smooth hounds, no rays, but it's just seen a post on Facebook. Wayborn has been fishing well, or was fishing well for a few people yesterday. Some nice bass and some ray come out and other bits and pieces, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? Right place, right time sometimes, and right tide. But I'll get this little fella back. All the best guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, press like, subscribe, it all helps. It's all totally free. You'll get notified whenever I upload any new material. It's all free to watch. All the best. See you again. Bye for now. Alright guys, we're just back in Norwich, just at Halford's, waiting for a new battery. Just had disaster averted. I got back to the car park in Salthouse, or Salthouse, and there was 2 vans there. One I couldn't see anyone around, and one that was a couple sort of my age just walking back to the van. They had a VW camper van, and I came back to my car, turned it over, nothing, not a thing, flat as anything. Flat as a pancake, didn't even turn. So my heart sank and I thought, oh my god, what the hell am I going to do? I'm miles in the middle of nowhere. But fortunately, I always carry a pair of jump leads with me, and they were kind enough to give me a jump start. Didn't take long, but I thought, it'd done it once, it must be on its way out, so I'm not going to take the risk. So I thrashed it all the way back to Norwich in like 3rd and 4th gear. Turned everything off, no fans, no radio, nothing on, no lights, unplugged everything, sat navs and the old dash cam and all the rest of it. So I'm just waiting for a new battery to fit, so it's going to be another 200 quid, so an expensive day out, but I'd rather get it done now, and yeah, rather than be in the middle of nowhere and be absolutely stranded.